Good morning, yogis. Welcome to Live Yoga channel. It is Thursday, August 27th. Morning here in Hawaii. I am Terra. This is Evan. And we are enjoying bringing yoga to the living room. We started this project earlier in the summer, at the beginning of quarantine, and now we value the commitment to our practice together and with you. There's something about coming together in virtual association and practicing together. Yoga works, and we share a classical hatha yoga practice as taught to us by our teacher Yogi Charu. So go ahead and find a comfortable place on your mat to get seated and settled in, and we'll begin. We'll spend a little bit over an hour, trying to get it down to an hour so you can move on with your day. If it's morning, so this is a great warm-up practice. If it's afternoon, you might feel strong. If it's evening, you might want to honor the body to just simply move as your body is communicating. So always following the breath, staying soft in the face. If you find yourself straining, draw back just a little bit and engage how that feels in your body. Okay? So find a comfortable seated position with a long spine. Palms face up on the knees. You can bring your thumb and your first finger together. Tilt your chin down ever so slightly so that the back of the neck is long. Close the eyes. Inhale through the nose. Long, slow breath. Exhale through the nose, grounding that breath. 2 more times on your own. Allowing that breath to grow big in the belly first. Feel the ribs expand, the shoulders grow, the skull open up to the sky, and then exhale. Feel that breath move down the spine, plugging you into the earth. Okay. Go ahead and open the eyes. We'll move into Kapalabhati breath, skull shining breath. So if you've been practicing with us, you might be getting better and better at this. You might be familiar, and if not, we'll go slow together. So it's a forceful exhalation through the nose, passive inhalation. Don't worry about it, it kind of just happens. So you're going to focus on the exhalation, and at the same time, when you're pushing out the breath through the nose, you're going to draw that belly button back towards the spine. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Inhale, exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Keep going. Exhale, 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 exhale. Squeeze all the breath out. Inhale, press the hands into the knees, draw the shoulders up to the ears, drop the chin into the chest, hold the breath in. We're going to do a chin lock, draw the belly button up and in, and then draw that perineum floor, so as if you're holding yourself from going to the bathroom. Hold all that energy in with your eyes closed. Focus your gaze in between the eyebrow center. And then when you need the breath, definitely just lift the head. Inhale through the nose. Exhale long and slow. We'll do that kumbha, that breath retention once again. Inhale, half lung of air. Take the hands to the palm. Tuck the chin into the chest. Hold the breath. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Draw the perineum up. Let that energy swirl around inside of you. Exhale, release. Release the shoulders, release the locks. Lift the chin. Nice long inhalation through the nose. Exhale slowly through the nose. Let the breath return to normal. Next, we're moving to yoga for the eyes. So we're going to move only the eyes, keep the head and neck center. Go ahead and open the eyes on an inhale, exhale. Inhale, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look far right, look far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, look far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Another breath in. Exhale, look down, look far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Tratakhan. Now we're going to focus the eyes. Extend your right arm out in front of you, right fingertip pointing up towards the ceiling. Look past the fingertip. And then bring your gaze to the fingernail. And on a gentle inhale, bend the elbow, draw that finger towards the nose. Try not to blink. Exhale slowly. And when the elbow is straight, look past the finger. Bring the gaze back to the fingernail. Inhale gently. Try not to blink. Exhale. Extend. Look past the finger. Last one, best one. Inhale. Exhale. This is called Tratakhan. Okay, release the hands. We're going to bring our hands and build some heat. Rub those hands together. Go as fast as you can. And then we're going to take the right palm and cup it over the right eye. Take the left palm and cup it over the left eye. Try not to let any light into the areas and stare into the black space of your palms. Breathing gently through the nostrils. This is helpful for bringing mana, prana, energy to our eyes, especially with so much screen time. Healthy eyes, strengthening the rods, the cones, and the retinas of the eyes. Go ahead and release the hands. We'll interlace the hands, bring them up overhead. Stretch long, press those palms up towards the ceiling. Should feel good. The head and neck straight. Let the breath be long and slow. We want to draw in the ujjayi breath. So it's going to feel like a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. We call it the ocean-like breath. Some say it sounds like Darth Vader. Long, full breaths. Go ahead and release the hands. We'll bring the back of the hands together to touch out in front. Bring the right hand over the left. Interlace the hands. Draw it in towards the chest. And then to your degree, everybody's different. Maybe you can bring those hands out in front of you all the way. Just honor where your body is. Breathing gently, staying soft in the face. We'll go ahead and release. Shake it out. We'll switch sides, honoring that it may feel easier or not on this side. We're warming up the body from the fingers to the elbows to the shoulders. Go ahead and release. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and extend those legs out in front, coming into Dandasana stick pose. The toes are up towards the sky. We're going to start with toe cranks. So we're going to bend just the toes, keeping the ankles on the mat. So 1 release, 2 release, 3 release, 4 release, 5 release, 6 hold. Let's cross the right foot over the left. We'll do yoga for the toes. Just like we were interlacing the fingers, let's interlace those toes. Don't use your hands. Try one at a time. It may feel really awkward, and the more you practice, it just gets better. So then maybe one toe is great. And when you get to where you are today, go ahead and squeeze. This activates all the nerve endings from the toes to all the way to the sciatica, all the way up to the where the low back meets the torso. And release. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Two toes, three toes, four toes. Have some fun with it. And as the yogis practice visualizing positively into our future, maybe next week, maybe next month, go ahead and squeeze for 3, 2, and 1. Release the toes. Now we're going to move to the ankles. So we'll move our ankles forward for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. Let's go ahead and make circles. First clockwise with the ankles. 3, 4, 5, 6. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. Now let's warm up the knees. We'll take our elbows underneath of the knees, bend the left knee, grab onto the elbows, lift that chest, and let's make circles with our knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opposite way. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll go ahead and switch legs. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opposite. 4, 5. Thank you, knees. And then coming up to the front of the mat, we're going to bend our right knee, bring the sole of our right foot into the left thigh. Take our left heel back towards our left hip. And we're going to begin to walk ourselves back. Everybody is different. Honor where you are today. Maybe you can come down onto your forearms and let your head and neck hang back. Honoring where you are, maybe you can drop the top to the top of your head. Maybe you can even come all the way back. Let out a nice sigh. You're in your living room. No one else can hear you. I wish I could. We're really into vocal releasing. It helps release stagnant energy. So on an inhale, draw that breath in, and then exhale with your mouth open and a nice sigh. We'll begin to come out of this by first bringing our hands back down towards our sides. Press up on the elbows. Help the body come up, and then we'll switch sides. Taking just as much time getting into it on this side, honoring that we might feel totally different. So walk those hands back. First coming down onto the forearms, the elbows. Letting out sighs, moans, or groans. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we'll bring our hands to our sides, help our body up. We're going to find our way all the way up to the front of the mat. So, bringing the feet together, roll the shoulders up, engage those knees gently. We're going to find our long, tall spine. I want you to close your eyes, and with your palms facing forward, just relax your hands and let them come parallel to thighs. Your chin is tilted down ever so slightly so that the back of the neck is long and that the crown is open to the skies. With your eyes closed, I'd love for you to visualize the last most beautiful sunrise or sunset that you got to witness. And if you can, revel in those feelings, those memories of what it was like in that moment as you were appreciating the sunrise or sunset, and then connect that to the power of the sun, the star in our solar system that has provided life for our entire planet, every living thing. is alive because we have the sun. The sun brings life. So we'll go through these next 2 rounds of classical sun salutations. Surya Namaskar translates to paying respect to the sun. On an inhale, open the eyes. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer position at the heart. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Reach up, look up. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward. This is your first stretch of the morning. Please don't overstretch. Let the head and neck hang. Grab on where it feels good. Maybe you're at the back of your calves, your ankles. Perhaps you have flexibility and you're able to bring your fingertips to the mat. The backs of your knees are pressing towards the wall at the back of the room. The hip bones are going up towards the ceiling. Your breath is long, slow, and steady. You might have the privilege to bring your palms to the earth. If so, turn those hands down, backwards, and press the hands into the earth. Tilt the chin in towards the chest and look at the navel. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Take your hands to your feet. Exhale. Drop the left knee towards the back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot to the earth. Inhale. Bring the shoulders up. Look up. Palms are open. You're using that right knee to help stabilize and center the body. You're pressing powerfully underneath of that right foot and the top of the left knee and the top of the left foot. Look on up as far back onto the ceiling as is comfortable. Waking up the grenkies, the blockages, breathing into this beautiful body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, take the hands back to the earth, tuck the toes. Exhale, take the right foot back to meet the left. Coming into our first, we call this mountain pose. In the West, the yogis call this downward facing dog. In the East, in Himalayas, the yogis have the same pose. We call it mountain pose. So we're taking our heels towards the earth, and it's okay if they don't reach. We're pressing our knees back towards the wall in the back. Pressing into our hands powerfully. Look at the wall behind you. Let the head and neck hang. Long, slow breaths. And after you finish your next exhalation, we'll drop to the knees, chest, and chin. Ashtam Pranam. So your toes, your knees, your chest, and your chin and your fingertips. Elbows are in tight. They're up towards the ceiling. Your gaze is at the tip of your nose. Staying soft in the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the palms to the earth. Drop the belly to the earth. Inhale. Bring the forearms to the mat. Draw the chest. We'll come into our Sphinx pose or Cobra. We like Sphinx as we're warming up. And then take that gaze. Look up towards the sky. The tops of the feet are soft, and on top of the mat, the legs are soft. Gentle back bend here. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Draw the hands underneath your shoulders. On an inhale, press into those palms. Lift those hips up. Come into your mountain pose. On an inhale, bring that left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee and the top of the right foot. Draw the shoulders up. Ashwashan Shavanasa. A quick equestrian pose.
A quick question. It's a quick question.
Equestrian pose.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stick with Sanskrit. Open up the heart. Look up. Look back. Staying soft in the face. Yeah, we're here a little bit longer. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to either side of the foot. Tuck the toes on an inhale. Bring that right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. The body's starting to warm up here. This should feel like we're opening up here. So you might be able to take your hands to a different spot. If you have your hands to the earth, maybe you can turn those palms around and press those palms into the earth. If your hands are already there, maybe you can walk them back and bend the elbows, drawing that chest closer towards the thighs. Your practice, your body. Exhale completely. Your next inhalation, bring your hands together, and we're going to come all the way up overhead, looking up and back. Exhale, coming through prayer position. Release the hands. We'll do the other side. This time we'll go a little bit more swiftly moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to prayer position. Open the eyes. Inhale, take those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. On an inhale, take that right leg back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot. Open up the chest. Look on up. Exhale, bring the hands back to the mat. Tuck the right toes. Send that left foot back to meet the right. Mountain pose. The completion of your exhale, drop your knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, coming through to cobra or up dog. Whatever works best for you. Staying soft in the buttocks. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, exhale on back into mountain pose. Inhale, that right foot up in between the hands. Drop the knee and the top of the foot. Open up the heart, look up. Look back. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. On an inhale, bring that left foot up to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, the hands together, all the way up overhead. Exhale, down through prayer position. Release the hands to the side. Close the eyes and bring your awareness into introspection. Notice how the shoulders are feeling more aligned, the hips are more aligned. See if you can tune in to the beating of your heart. We're utilizing the elements, earth, air, fire, water. We're transforming the body. We've already changed. We're using our rajas, our effort to change our body. And that's the purpose of these practices. Our breath, our air changes. What's happening in our blood, in our heart, in our cells. Next, move into we're at about just a little bit past a half moon. We'll move into 2 rounds of Chandra Namaskar, paying respects to that other celestial body that gives so much life to our planet and our bodies, the moon. As we watch the tides of the ocean change with the phases of the moon, we can acknowledge that because our body is also 80% water, that it too is impacted by this incredible celestial body. Chandra Namaskar. Inhale. Exhale, open the eyes and bring in the hands to prayer position. This is the same thing. We'll just change our 4th and 9th postures. Inhale. Draw those arms up overhead. look up, look back. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the waist. Inhale, take that left foot back, drop the knee to the earth and the top of the foot. This time bring your hands into steeple position at the heart, and then take those arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Crescent moon position. We use our breath to stabilize. We're drawing our right knee towards the center of the body. This helps with our balance. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release the hands. Tuck the back toes. On an inhale, take that right foot back to meet the left. Mountain pose. Drawing those heels towards the earth. Drawing the hips towards the sky. The bottom of your exhalation, let that breath stay out and then drop to the knees, chest and chin, Ashtam Pranam. Inhale, slide on through into Cobra or Up Dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, press back powerfully, that chest towards your thighs, Mountain Pose. On an inhale, draw the left foot up in between the hands, drop the right knee and the top of the right foot. Hands to prayer position, crescent moon on the other side. Look up, look back. Stay long and slow in the breath, soft in the face. Again, if you're straining in the face or you find that it's hard to breathe, back off a little bit. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale your hands to the earth. Tuck the toes. On an inhale, bring that right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold. Walking your hands back on the mat. Drawing those hips up towards the ceiling. On an inhale, take your arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Exhale, close the posture, coming through prayer position. Release the hands to the other side, or to the side. Same thing the other side. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer position at the heart. Inhale, take the arms up overhead. Look up, look back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, take the right foot back. Drop the knee and the top of the foot. Bring the hands to the chest, crescent moon. Look up, look back. Exhale, release the hands. Tuck the right toes. Take the left foot back to meet the right. Drop to the knees, chest and chin. Inhale. Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, press that chest back towards the thighs. Inhale, the right foot up in between the hands. Drop the left knee and the top foot. Bring the hands to prayer. Crescent moon on the other side. Draw those hands up towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands to either side of the foot. Tuck the back toes. Bring the left foot up to meet the right. Forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Look back. And then come through prayer position. Release the hands. Close the eyes. And again, draw your awareness into the beating of the heart. And then next to the heart are these two beautiful lungs. With your eyes closed, let's just visualize the lower lobes, the middle lobes, the upper lobes, the lungs, just circulating and ventilating fresh breath, fresh prana throughout every cell of your body, bringing it to the heart, where the heart takes this fresh oxygen and purifies the blood and then sends it to every cell in our being. Utilizing earth, water, fire, and spaciousness to transform our bodies. Moving into our first asana of today, let's do chair pose. So bringing the arms up overhead, you know, we can go for parallel where your arms are parallel to the ears. No hard and fast rules. Your hands do not have to be together. But what I do want is for your gaze to go up towards the ceiling. So you're looking in between the eyebrows up at the ceiling, and then begin to sit down as if you're sitting in a chair. Your knees are not past your toes, but you are sitting back and you're staying soft in the face. The belly button is drawn back towards the spine. You're looking up, your shoulders are strong. You're pressing down through the balls of the feet, so go ahead and lift the toes up off the mat, just the toes. At the final pose, the breath is slow and the face is relaxed for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Release your hands. We'll counter the stretch, so go ahead and interlace those hands back behind you. Open up the heart, and then exhale, fold forward. This should feel really good. It should feel really good to draw the arms up away from the low back as best as you can. Long and slow in the breath. Dvikasana, double angle pose. We'll begin to come out of the pose. Release the hands. Shake it out. Now we'll do a seated chair pose, twisted chair. We're going to focus on the lovely liver. If you talk to me offline from here, I love your liver. We'll talk all things liver. This pose is so fantastic. So bring your hands into prayer position. Inhale. Exhale, we'll begin to sit down and then take that left elbow on the outside of the right knee. You're going to press that elbow into the knee. You're going to twist from the base of the spine. Look all the way up towards the ceiling. Take a split second to look down to make sure that your head and neck are in alignment with your toes. And then you can stay here, or you can take that left hand, keep that elbow on the outside of the knee, bring the palm to the earth, and then take that right arm up towards the sky. Sit back a little bit further, reaching up towards the fingertips, looking up for 3, 2, 1. You can stay here, or you can bind. And when you're ready to come out, take your time. Now let's bring all of that energy to the other side of the body, really bringing massage and fresh blood to the stomach. So bring your hands into prayer position. Inhale. Exhale, begin to sit down and then take that right elbow on the outside of the left knee, twisting from the base of the spine all the way up to the skull. Look on up. You can stay here, or you can take that right hand to the earth, right palm. Take the left arm up towards the sky. You can stay here, or you can bend the elbow and take that right hand on the outside of the right, that's the left hand on the outside of the right hip. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's do table. So with our feet together, inhale, the arms up overhead. We're going to hinge directly from the waist. and come into a 90 degrees. Your hands are together. If you have a shoulder injury, it's totally okay for you to bring your arms back down by your side. But in this posture, we're reaching towards the front of the room. We're pressing powerfully through our feet. We're pressing back through our hips. We're reaching towards the front of the room. Our belly button is active. We're drawing it back towards the spine. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, bring the hands to the heart. We're going to bring our energy onto our left foot. We're going to take our right foot back. With our hands in prayer pose, we can stay here. Our hips and shoulders are square. Our toes are pointing down. We're pressing through our heel towards the back of the room. Again, if you have a neck and shoulder or shoulder injury, you can keep your hands here or back by your hips. Otherwise, we're going to take our arms forward, reach towards the front of the room for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to prayer. Bring that foot through. We're going to bring it all the way through. Balancing on that left leg. When we take the time to practice balance postures, we bring balance to our days in times of chaos. So bring that right leg up. We're trying to get our right toes in alignment with our hip right here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying here, we're going to reach back into Natrajasana 1. So take your right hand, grab your ankle, keep that knee in close first. Bring the left hand up towards the sky. Dancer 1. You can stay here, or you can bring your hand on the inside of the foot and bring the arc of the pose to the front of the body. Kick that foot back and away. Find a spot on the wall in front of you where you can stare and focus. This is called our drishti. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it, shake it out. Great job, everybody. Let's go ahead and bring our weight to our right foot. Bend the knee. He loves me even when I mess up the words. We're going to bend the right knee, bring the hands to prayer position. Send that left foot back behind us. Keep your hands at prayer position or bring them out in front of you. Hips and shoulders are square. We're powerful and strong. It's okay to wobble, it's okay to fall. Practicing yoga should bring a smile, should bring playfulness. We're staying safe and giving ourselves care. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands through. Bring the foot through, bring the hands to prayer. Extend that left leg out in front. Lift it as high as you want. Smile at the shake in the leg. Saying good morning or good day, femur. For 3, 2, and 1. We'll take that foot back into the left hand. Extend the right arm up. This is Dancer 1. This is a balance pose. This can be plenty. You can stay here. Keep trying. You can also bring the hand on the inside of the foot. Begin to press that knee back and bring the arc of the pose to the front of the body. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Shake it out. Woo. Okay. Let's take our feet mat distance apart. Swing tree. Yeah.
Cool.
Inhale the arms up. Take the right hand, grab the left wrist. Send that left hip to the side and then draw that left wrist over to the right side, stretching. And then look up to the ceiling past the left armpit. And then try and draw that right armpit slightly forward than the left. For 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale. Might feel totally different over here, and that's all right. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're going to bring our feet about 5 inches apart, or I like to line up the ankles with these hip bones. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. However you get there, if you even need to bend the knees, that's okay. We're trying to get the hands, the palms underneath of the feet. We're going to take them as far as we can, and then we're going to straighten the knees as much as we can. The head and neck are soft. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings. Draw the sits bones towards the ceiling. You can bend your elbows to draw that chest closer to the thighs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Now, if you are needing to have your hands just at your ankles, keep your ankles there. Everybody else, we're going to take our first 2 fingers and we're going to wrap them around our big toes. Everybody else, we're going to lift our hips up towards the sky, and we're going to begin to look up on that front wall. Start where the ceiling, or where the floor meets the wall. If you can look up halfway, a quarter way, a halfway, look as far up on that wall in front of you as you can, and get a nice upper back bend. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Your spot. And then walk those feet back into mountain pose. Okay. So we're going to bend the right knee and bring the left heel flat onto the mat. Press powerfully through that right palm. Straighten that right elbow. Let the head and neck hang. Inhale, coming up onto both tippy toes. Exhale, take the right heel towards the earth. Press powerfully, straighten that left elbow, pressing powerfully into the palm. Inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, draw both heels towards the earth. Lift those hips up towards the sky. Notice that one heel might want to reach the mat more than the other. Try to draw both heels evenly towards the mat. Notice that one knee might want to press back towards the wall behind you. Try and press both knees evenly towards the wall. Same as your palms, pressing powerfully through the palms. On an inhale, lift that left leg up off the mat. Our hips and shoulders are square. The big toe is center in alignment with the belly button. You're pressing into the palms. Your face is soft. Inhale, lift that left leg a little bit higher. Exhale, swing that left leg through. We're going to come into Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to move our back toes so that our toes are at about 2 o'clock, 10, 20, 30 degrees, however it feels good for you. We're going to bring our hips and our shoulders square. We're going to sink into that left foot, that left knee. We're efforting towards 90 degrees and we're honoring where we are today. We'll bring our arms up overhead, and similar to chair, you can have your hands interlaced and steeple, Or you can have your arms parallel, no hard or fast rules. Bend into that front knee, and then try and get that right armpit slightly more forward than the left. Facing forward, take your gaze up towards the ceiling, in between the eyebrow center. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. We're going to open on up into Virabhadrasana 2. I got to move my foot back just a little bit and then back to the left. So I'm opening up my hips and shoulders towards the side wall, but my hands are pressing powerfully, like bend into that front knee. I'm reaching powerfully towards the front of the room, and I glance swiftly back at my back fingertips to make sure that I'm in alignment. Smile on the face for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that right hand forward. Avaya Virabhadrasana. Fearless warrior. So we're keeping from collapsing on that front thigh. Our arms, we're looking up in between our hands, up at the ceiling. We're smiling on our face, smiling at that shake in the leg. And the back foot is gripping the mat. We're active in our back foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Release the left hand on the inside of that left foot. Draw the right arm up towards the sky. Twist from the base all the way to the skull. You can stay here, or if you'd like to find your bind, you take your left hand underneath of that left thigh, bend your right elbow, grab onto your left wrist where you can, and then open up that shoulder as you look up towards the sky. For 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands, drop the knee, heel toe, that left foot up off the mat. We're going to do Kandanyasa. Kandanyasa, this is a balance pose. So you're going to bring your hands just underneath your shoulders in a push-up position. You're going to walk that right knee back. You're going to bend those elbows. Take the left elbow in contact with the left inner thigh. Take the right elbow, you're going to lean forward, up onto the tippy toes maybe, and bring the right elbow into that right hip. Maybe you just lift the left foot and the right knee. Maybe that's your pose for today. Maybe you can play with lifting those right toes up off the mat. A is for attempt. Give it a try a few times. And when you feel complete, we're going to all meet back into child's pose. Bring our hips towards our heels. If you need a pillow underneath, in between here, that's totally fine. And then we want to bring our forehead to the mat. We come to Balasana, child's pose, to rest and restore. Find that beating of the heart. And this organ of the heart creates the emotion of love. And so with each beat of that heart, that beating heart that's been with us since day 27, when we were just a little baby in our mother's womb, was when the heart started beating. And it's continued ever since. So giving thanks to the heart as it pumps blood and love to every cell of our being. Clarifying the blood and all the fluids in the brain and the skull. We do yoga to make our mind our best friend. Purify the thoughts. Purify the energies moving through the body. Thank you, body. Thank you, body. So as you rest here and pay gratitude and respect, and even those parts that you might not have made best friends with, just acknowledging that you have limbs, you get to walk and you get to practice. We get to practice. Thank you, body. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, we're going to meet back up into mountain pose so that we can bring harmony to the solar side, the masculine side of our body, the right side. So let's come on up into mountain pose. And we'll lift, this time we'll press our left heel into the earth. We'll lift our right leg up. Keep the hips square. The big toe is in alignment with the center of the body. So you're pressing powerfully through the heel to the back of the room. Your elbows are straight. Your palms are even. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right foot in between the hands. We'll come up into Virabhadrasana 1. The back toes turn inward 10, 20, 30 degrees. Hips and shoulders are square. Bend into that front knee. Draw the arms up overhead. Look up. Take that left armpit slightly more forward than the right. In the final stage of the pose, the breath is long and the face is soft. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, open on up into Virabhadrasana 2. I walk my back foot back a little bit, open up those hips and shoulders to the opposite wall. I glance back at my back fingertips so that they're in alignment with my front. And then I bend even further. Staring off into infinity. This is an empowering posture. Warrior. On your next inhalation, we'll take our left hand up to meet the right. Avaya Virabhadrasana. Fearless warrior. Our gaze is in between our hands up towards the ceiling. If you need to walk those back feet, that back foot back a little bit more, do so. Smile at the shake in the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hand, the right hand on the inside of that right foot. Open up, draw the left hand up towards the sky. Lift in that left shoulder. Walk those back toes back a little bit more if that helps you to sink a little bit further. Stay here, or you can bend that left elbow and grab on. Find your bind. For 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Drop the back knee. We're going to heel toe our right foot up off the mat. We're going to do Kandanyasa on the other side. A is for attempt. Bring our hands underneath of our shoulders as if we're going to do push-up. And we begin to make shelves with those elbows. And then we bring the weight of the body, balance on the elbows. And then lift the knee. Sorry. Lift the knee. Lift the back toes. Play with it. Stay safe. Have fun. And then we'll meet again in Balasana, child's pose. Bringing the attention to the largest organ that surrounds our body, the skin. Noticing if you are perspiring by now. And noticing how the fire element, the heat element, has created perspiration, and it's changing the waters in our body. It's opening our pores, and our body is detoxifying. We're getting rid of things that our body perceives as waste. And so we're changing, we're transforming these elements, all the waters, all the plasmas, the bloods, the interstitial fluid. Thank you, body. We give thanks to the nervous system, the auditory nervous system that allows us to hear these instructions so that we can practice even as we're so far away from one another. Giving thanks to the auditory nervous system. Bringing your awareness back to the beating of the heart. We're going to come up and focus on some backward bending. So let's meet again in mountain pose. We do backward bends to open up the heart. Experience more love in our life. So this time I want you to lift the left foot up, and I want you to lift it so high that you begin to bend the knee. Look up underneath at your left armpit, up towards the ceiling. It should feel really good. And then exhale, we're going to come into lizard. So we'll bring that left foot on the outside of the left hand, and we'll bring our right knee to the earth. We're going to walk our left foot off just a little bit, and if you can stay here, that might be plenty. But if you can come down onto your right elbow, and then take that left hand and begin to press on that inner thigh. Try and straighten the left arm. It's okay if you don't, but just get that feeling, that energy, and then look up, and then let your head and neck hang. Release. And then we're going to walk that left foot over, and we're going to find our pigeon. So we'll walk that right knee back. The key of the pose is to stay on that back right knee. It's easy to just kind of flop over to the side, and I want you to stay up, okay? So I like to claw with my fingers, help my body upright, walk that right foot back. And this right here is an ample back bend. Look on up. If you want to bend that back knee and bring the foot into the elbow, grab onto the fingertips. Find what works for you. Release. We're going to take our right hand to our left thigh. And if that's too much and you want to put it down on the floor, that's totally fine too. Inhale, take our left hand onto our right thigh back behind us. We're going to twist. We're going to look as far back as we can onto that wall back behind us. For 3, 2, and 1. Your foot may be totally happy right here. You also may want to bring the bend of your knee into a 90-degree angle. Find what works for you. And then let the chest fold over that front calf. Long, deep inhalation. Open the mouth and let out a nice sigh. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Begin to walk your hands back towards the body. Tuck those back toes. Send that left leg back behind you. Shake it out how it feels good to you. Maybe you like to make X's and O's. Bring that left foot back down to the earth. Take all the time you need. And then when you're ready, we'll lift that right leg up. We'll bend the knee. Open up. Look underneath of that right armpit towards the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming into lizard. So we'll bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Bring the left knee to the earth. Walk that knee back. We're going to come down onto our left elbow and then take our right hand. And as we press into that right thigh, we're coming up onto the side of our foot. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. We'll walk our hands and bend that knee so we can find pigeon on this side. First we'll find an upright pigeon. Look on up. You can also bend that left knee, bringing the foot into the crease of the elbow, and then draw that right arm overhead and reach back for those left fingertips. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Maybe your foot is happy as the angle it's in. Maybe you'd like to make more of a 90 degree. We're going to take our left hand. We'll do twisted pigeon first. Thank you, Evan. We'll bring our left hand to our right thigh. We'll bring our right hand to our left thigh. Open up the heart and then twist back. Release, come back to center. And then now, find your most perfect angle. Make any adjustments you need, and then fold forward. Not prone. Pigeon. Inhale long and slow, and then open the mouth and let out a nice Let the breath return to normal. And we'll stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you're ready, we're going to inhale, draw our hands underneath of the shoulders, press into the palms, lift the hips, shake out that right thigh, that leg with X's and O's. Eventually, we're going to walk our feet to the middle of the mat. We're going to walk our hands to meet. And then we're going to bend those knees and come down into our squats pose. And this may look different for all of us. Maybe your heels are not touching the ground, and that's totally okay. It's very much okay for there to be space in between the heels and the earth. But wherever you are, we're going to bring our hands to prayer position and then take the left hand out in front of the left knee, keeping that elbow in front of the left knee. Take the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, release. We're going to switch sides. Take the right hand. I call it about 2 p.m. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, release. We'll come into crow pose. So from here, you're going to put your hands out in front as if you're going into push-up pose. And then you're going to lift the butt away from the heels. You'll begin to make shelves with those arms. So you're bending the elbows, and then you're bringing the knees here up on this shelf. All right? If you've mastered this pose and you want to do variations, please do. You can do one leg, then the other. The rest of us are going to keep practicing this pose. So if you're going up, if you have headstand practice in the middle of the room and you want to do it with this pose, that's fine. For the rest of us, we're going to keep trying. So we're making shelves with our elbows, and then we're bringing our knees to the outside, and then we're leaning forward, pressing powerfully, and then we begin to play with lifting one toe off the mat, then two toes off the mat, and then we're smiling. And when we're here, it's not a lot of strength, it's balance. And so we practice to find it. Okay? So try a few more times. Have fun with it. This is playful. And if you have headstand practice, we'll come down from our efforts there. And if you have headstand practice in the middle of the room by yourself and you want to do it, please do so. The rest of us are going to do shoulder stand. Okay? So we're going to come down and lay on the mat. Just take a long, deep breath here to let the whole body settle. And then we'll go ahead and bend the knees and draw the knees in towards the chest. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. And then lift the legs up off the mat towards the ceiling and bringing the hands to the low back. Your elbows are going to be on the mat. You're holding your low back and the feet are coming up towards the sky. Make any adjustments so that you feel comfortable here. And then you're pointing those toes up towards the sky. Your gaze is in between the big toes. Your chin is tilted in towards the chest. The face is soft. The breath is long. And then from here, let's go ahead and bend. Keep the right leg extended and take the left leg overhead. Bringing the toes towards the ground. It's totally okay if the toes don't reach. Draw the left leg back up towards the center. And then do the opposite side. Draw the right leg up to meet the left. And then bring both legs back overhead. Plow position. And it's okay if the toes don't touch. If they do, you have the privilege to bring the hands to the mat. You can even interlace your hands. Bend the knees and let the knees splay to either side of the ears. Release the hands, hold the back, and then begin to come out of the posture one vertebrae at a time. How slow can you go? And if you're in your headstand in the middle of the room, I want you to come down gracefully with your feet together. We're all going to meet laying down on the mat, and we'll come into fish pose to counter the stress on the spine from the last postures. So we'll bring our hands underneath of our butt, bend the elbows, lift the head, come to rest on the crown. The feet are together.
The heels are together. The toes are pointing downwards. The bottom teeth are past the upper set of teeth. These are your fish gills. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the posture, bring everything down onto the earth and let the head rock from side to side and back to center. Let's bend our left knee into the chest. We'll take our right hand on the outside of our left knee, help guide that left knee over the right side of the body, coming into a beautiful twist. Extend the left hand out from your body, and if it feels good, look down those left fingertips. Inhale, come back to center. I like to hug that left knee into the body and then extend it out onto the mat. Hug the right knee into the body. Take the left hand on the outside of the right knee and help guide that right knee over the left side of the body. Extend the right arm out to the side. Look down the right hand if that feels good. If that's hard on the neck, don't do it. Long, slow breaths here. For 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knee back to center. Hug that knee in towards the chest. And then exhale. Extend that left leg. For everybody's favorite yoga posture, Shavasana. Now, it may be easy because we're doing yoga in the living room to just press stop and move on with your day. Yet I cannot say enough how this is the most important posture. So I'll guide you through a comfortable Shavasana. Let your feet be about 6 to 8 inches apart, letting the heels fall to the side. The hands are about 7 or 8 inches from your hips, palms facing up. Whatever feels good for you. Let's go ahead and lift the left foot 2 inches up off the mat. Point and flex the foot and then let it flop. Lift the right foot up off the mat 2 inches. Point, flop. Inhale, squeeze the buttocks. Draw the belly button down towards the spine. Squeeze, 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 and release. Inhale all the way up the side body. Feel the side ribs stretching. Draw that breath all the way up into the chest and let it go. Draw the chin into the chest, keeping the back of the head on the mat. Chin into the chest and release. Make a fist with your left hand and lift it 2 inches up off the mat. And then let it flop. Make a fist with your right hand and lift it 2 inches up off the mat. And let it flop. Inhale all the way up to the face. As you exhale, let the mouth open, stick out the tongue. Lion's breath. Inhale, squeeze all the muscles of the face, the forehead, every hair on your head, your ears, your jaws, and release. Nothing to do but be.
bringing your awareness to the upper lip where you can feel the temperature of the breath as it moves in and out of the nostrils. May we revel here in this simple act of life. Breathing in and out. Next, bringing your awareness to the belly button, the whole belly area, how it naturally and without effort, just notice, bear witness to how the navel gently moves up and down with each breath. Acknowledging how this act brings vital life to every system, every organ, every cell in our body. And we get to experience, we get to see and taste and hear and touch. Because of this breath. Witnessing the belly button as it moves up and down without efforting, just counting backwards from 10 to 1. Witnessing the rise and fall. Inhale, navel up. Exhale, navel down. Inhale, 9, navel up. Exhale, 9, navel down. All the way down to 1, your pace. Try not to lose count. Our yoga teacher reminds us that our practice, as we, from the beginning when we were doing Kapalabhati, we were efforting to bring fire, rajas, into the body, action. We were experiencing life through action. And then the opposite around Shavasana is all things receptivity. We're inviting the parasympathetic nervous system. This brings in the mode of goodness just by being sattva guna. Bringing the awareness back into the physical body, releasing your count wherever it is. Allowing this next inhalation to fill your body with energy and life force. Exhaling slowly through the nose. Wiggle the toes and the fingers. On an inhalation, stretch the arms up overhead, reach long into this new moment. This new body you have transformed.
However you get there, let's roll over onto our right side. Utilizing our right hand underneath of our head like a pillow, and bring the left hand to the belly. Honoring yourself, giving yourself appreciation for this practice and showing up, rolling out your mat today and doing this practice with us. Good job, body. Thank you, body. Oh, I love you, body. And as you're ready, and only when you're ready, take that left palm, press powerfully into the earth, help your body upright. We're going to meet in a comfortable seated position. Our spine is long. Our elbows hang underneath of our shoulders. Our chin is slightly tilted towards the chest. And these next few breaths, we'll just draw in a japa japa meditation. With each inhalation in your mind's eye, mentally say to yourself, I am so grateful for my. And then with each exhalation, name your object of appreciation. Inhale, I am so grateful for my eyes, fingers, feet, toes. I am so grateful for my home, job, friends, family. Each breath, a new appreciation. Keep it simple. Let that appreciation build. I am so grateful for my. We can use this japa japa meditation as we're walking to the car, or trying to find our parking space, or we find ourselves in a stressed position. It's really wonderful and helpful to return to this japa japa meditation. Keep our focus on what we can control. What an honor it's been to share in our living room, our yoga practice, our efforts at Living Yoga. Thank you for joining us today. And may you take this feeling of lightness, this love and appreciation off the mat. Whatever that means to you in the state or the country you're in today, be gentle with yourself and your loved ones. Let's be kind to strangers and practice yoga off the mat. Bringing the hands to prayer position. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Mahalo, yogis and yoginis. What an honor to share with you. We'll be back on Monday. Evan will be teaching Monday morning, 7 a.m. We'll also be posting more content to the Live Yoga channel. Please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends. We're having a ball with this. Thank you so much. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Aloha.